Hello and welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, we have another video from Millennium Games in Rochester, New York at the Game of Thrones Card Game 2nd Edition Store Championship 2016. If you didn't see the first video of the series, go back, check that out. On the left, we have Matt playing House Martell, Banner of the Lion, and on the right, we have Simon playing House Lannister, Banner of the Rose. And the Lannister player has got a Knight of Flowers out with a Widow's Wail, an Arbor Knight, and a Rose Road on setup. And for the Martell player, we have a Lannisport Merchant, Tyrion, and a Desert Scavenger. So not bad setups on either side, I guess. 3 cards is okay, 4 cards is great. A little bit of economy on the Martell side. We got the Rose Road economy on the Lanny Rose side. So both not too bad. So they both play heads on spikes plots. Try to hit each other's hands. Like we saw in the last video, heads on spikes seems to be popular in this meta, obviously. We do know that the Martell player, I believe, is running 2 heads on spikes. And now we know Simon is also playing heads on spikes in his Lanny Rose deck. And also the other player in the last video was playing heads on spikes. So we got Littlefinger hits and a Tears of Lys.
And I still won, which makes me think my deck is like pretty good. Pretty solid. I don't think I'm really good, but we're gonna see. Okay, so I get 2 pow.
So 2 power gain on Simon's house card there from heads on spikes. And Littlefinger is not coming out for the Martell player since he's now in the dead pile, assuming he plays more than 1 card or 1 copy of Littlefinger. So it looks like they're rolling for initiative.
So yeah, I will let you go first. Cool.
So it looks like Simon's going to go first, the Lannister player.
Oh yeah, we draw. That's how this game works.
Excuse me, kind sirs. Is anyone using this chair?
No.
May I borrow it?
Absolutely. You can keep it.
So I want to shout out again to the awesome guys at Millennium Games for hosting this store championship.
So I get 5 money.
You guys are in the Rochester, New York area, Buffalo, New York area, Syracuse, New York area, anywhere in that area, in Western New York, go check out Millennium Games. Awesome store. It's huge. Great selection. Clean. Very clean. That's one thing I can't say about a lot of gaming stores I've been to. But yeah, it's a clean store. Nice big open gaming area. Go check it out. Those guys do a good job there.
Marguerite Churl. And then 2 more for El Ticolo.
So we got the Tickler marshaled out on the Lannister side, and a Marjorie Tyrell. Works great with the Knight of Flowers, since he attacking alone. You can only declare 1 defender, which the Widow's Wail is already making him a 7. Now Marjorie can buff him up to 10 if necessary. So I can't see the Martell player stopping any military or power challenge that the Knight of Flowers chooses to do. Unless he strips the icon off the Knight of Flowers if he gets his Nymeria going.
The Knight of Flowers.
So it looks like we got a duplicate on the Knight of Flowers, so he's going to stick around for a little while.
That is my turn.
Which makes sense. It's covered that Knight of Flowers. You know that Martell Lancer deck's most likely running a Tears of Lys. If not 3 copies. And there's Nymeria. Alright, so we have the Martell player sitting on a gold.
An action window here where if you want to do something you can before you declare a challenge. And if not,
So they're just clarifying action windows and whatnot. I know Simon was fairly a new player to the Game of Thrones 2nd Edition. unless he was pulling my leg. But he said he does play a lot of other card games, so he's pretty experienced in the realm of card games. Just the whole action windows and the flow of the game for Game of Thrones is a little bit different than he's used to, but he picked it up pretty well, in my opinion.
I'm going to attack with a Knight of Flowers. I'm going to do a military challenge. Took his military. Oh, I mean, oh, right.
So Nymeria did steal Knight of Flowers' military icon. So Simon's not able to do a military challenge with the Knight of Flowers like he wants to.
Wow, that's just craziness.
And he's shocked by the power level of Nymeria. Being able to disable his characters like that.
Well, I guess I'll do a power challenge.
So looks like power challenge with Knight of Flowers of 7 strength.
So it's unopposed. So I get one, and then he gets one because he's awesome. And then I will do an intrigue challenge.
And we got an intrigue with the Arbor Knight for 1 strength.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
All
not.
sorts of terrible, isn't it?
Taking his time to decide here.
Do military. We have 4. Oh, but I can get 4. Oh, that's good. Let's do. You're just gonna kill a guy.
So Simon realizing that if he does a military challenge, most likely the Desert Scavenger is going to be what's killed. Or a Lannister merchant, maybe. So not that big of a deal, but I mean, that does hit a character and economy.
I will do intrigue.
But he's deciding intrigue, which he should be able to get through considering Marjorie's on the table. And we just triggered Tyrion to get 2 gold on the Martell side.
That will be.
And we've got no defenders declared.
Okay. Power. Power.
So Lannister players just shot up to 5 power.
Joffrey Baratheon.
And Joffrey is chosen for intrigue claim.
Yeah, and then I saw it with him, and I was like,
Not that good.
I don't really like that. Could have
been better.
And yeah, and then I'm going to well, I don't really have. I can do military, but then why would I do that? I will be done. I think that's all my challenges for me.
And Lannister player passes on challenges. We're over to the Martell player attacking now.
Yes. Oh, sorry, that was unopposed, right? So I get a power to my faction?
Yes. Yep.
You're doing what? What do you do? What do you
Do
do?
a power challenge with just the merchant.
So looks like an unopposed was taken for the intrigue challenge that was forgotten, possibly. So we got heads on spikes. You got an unopposed for power.
I don't know.
No, I think he took an extra power there for unopposed.
Military challenge with.
Unless he did another challenge there. But I don't think he did.
Unopposed. Or I'm not blocking. Let me put it that way. Okay. I'm gonna lose the Arbor Knight.
So we have an unopposed military gaining the Martell player their first power of the game. And the Arbor Knight is chosen for claim.
What is that?
That's a power.
1. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'll do an intrigue challenge.
You get too many.
So we have an intrigue challenge with Tyrion, triggering again for the second time this round.
Fair. Can I have the top 5 cards you deck, please?
And we got a bear in the Maiden Fair play on the Lannister side here. Let's look at the top 5 cards of his opponent's deck. like he's trying to play it before losing it from his hand. Not sure what else he has in there, but I'd be happy with the Bear and the Maiden Fair being intrigued out of my hand other than some characters or another event. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not really a hardcore Tyrell player, but not yet at least.
Alright,
Or I should say I'm not a Bear and the Maiden Fair player.
bottom?
Card's fun, but yeah. Don't see it in any tournament decks that I would play. But Bear and the Maiden Fair plus the Mountain, aka Sir Gregor Clegane, that's the good stuff right there.
Bottom. That order. Yeah, he's going to the top in that order.
Alright, so we're done with our Bear and the Maiden Fair. Yeah, it looks like he did stick a few cards on the bottom there.
Oh, you get to steal one of my cards because you're terrible and I hate you.
It looks like he's going to intrigue out of a 4-card hand. And we got an Arbonite.
My replacement Arbonite. Okay.
Alright, that's it.
So, dominance phase. You're going to win dominance because you have so much freaking money. I am going to kill the top part of your deck. It's Tyrion.
Oh, wow, we just had a Tickler played to sack Tyrion.
That was a good draw.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, man.
Alright.
I tickled a Jamie the other day. It was pretty good, but a Jamie that had 4 power on him. But tickling a Tyrion in play early in the game, that's pretty good. Wow. And the Martell player took dominance there. So right now they're sitting at 3 on the Martell side and 6 on the Lannister side.
Wardens of the West.
So we have Wardens of the West played on the Lannister side against A Noble Cause played on the Martell side.
You know this one? Yep. Cool. Alright, so I get to go first if I want to, and I am going to... I don't know, Martell, you probably got a bunch of crazy events in your hand. So if I want to go first and not have you play those on my challenges, that means I want to go first, right? I'm going to go second. Okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So the Martell player
Draw 2 cards though.
has been chosen to go first.
That's okay.
Deal these 2.
Yep.
The Green Blood Trader.
Okay.
We got some draw off a Green Blood Trader.
This to the bottom.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have kept that on top actually. It's a pretty good card.
And Simon commenting that he shouldn't have left a Green Blood Trader on top because that's a pretty good card.
I don't understand why it's
That's good stuff.
I guess I guess if you could splash it, it would be like amazing.
Yeah.
Like in every deck that
Potentially
you
amazing.
want to put it in.
Probably
Yeah.
every single, yeah. Then I will play another Blood Orange Grove.
Jamie costs 3. Yep.
So we have a duped Jamie Lannister in play using the Noble Cause Lord and or Lady reduction.
And that is
Sorry, Lord or Lady.
Cool. Alright.
And sitting on 2 gold. So over to the Lannister Marshal.
That was dick move, man. Dick move.
not sorry.
No, I guess I have put my own dick move.
It's always great when you see Jamie marshaled after you're just chosen to go first. So you can hit with that military without having to kneel. And you can even save him for military on defense if you'd like to get him 2 renown in the same turn sometimes.
Lannister.
Always nice. Alright, we got Tyrion played on the Lannister side.
Tickler.
And a dupe on the Tickler.
And
Has obviously earned his place on the board
that is all I got.
after getting rid of Tyrion. So he's allowed to stick around, it looks like.
Does Miriam want to do something exciting?
She does. What that thing is what I need to figure
Oh,
out.
you don't have to choose now, do you? You can use it like
Yeah,
anytime.
anytime.
Can you choose it after you declare attacks? Like,
But before you declare defenders,
okay.
yes, there's an action window in between.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know which icon to steal here with Nymeria. I don't know what to do, but I don't know what the optimal play is. But something off the Knight of Flowers seems good, or something off Tyrion to get rid of the stealth option there. Might be nice. I wouldn't worry too much about Tickler or Marjorie, since Marjorie's usually used for her ability. But yeah, maybe the Knight of Flowers military. And then it's pretty easy to get Jamie's. Well, actually, yeah, you can still get Jamie's military through. Because the Tickler can only be buffed by 3 from Marge. And then you're able to defend the military on defense.
We got 1 power and I'll lose a
Most
guy.
likely, because you would have Nymeria with a military icon. So you get Jamie some renown on the defense if you set it up right.
What if you have that put to the sword in your hand or something and kill one of my guys? That's not very nice. No.
So Simon detecting there's a possibility of a put to the sword due to the Martell player still having 2 gold, and that's a thing to do. I recommend it to a lot of the players I play with, and it's definitely a step up when you learn that in the game, and you definitely increase your skill level when you build in that little mental reaction to the challenge phase starting by checking your opponent's gold. And even just looking at some strength numbers and understanding what's possible and knowing what events could be in their hand based on their house and banner. And try to prepare for the worst case scenario. And it's also fun to use it to bluff. Sometimes I'll just save 2 gold just for fun to make my opponent think I could have a put to the sword, and it's fun watching them overcommit on military when all I'm really trying to do is pump an intrigue challenge through and get a tears off.
I have played this card because it was like, I have 2 cards on spikes, better do Where's the West instead. But I think I've never made it go off. Because the time you do heads on spikes and then like a noble cause, if they still have 4 cards in their hand, like, you're in trouble. So I don't know if it ever is going to work, honestly. I might take it out. I like having sneak attack or naval superiority. I don't know, something else more interesting.
So players are just discussing plot choices
So that
here.
was your military, and so what are you doing now?
I will do.
A little deck building discussion here in the middle of a tournament.
And I'll play a treachery on Tyrion's gold collecting ability.
So treachery is played by the Martell player to cancel Tyrion,
I will.
gaining 2 gold, and it looks like Nymeria stole his intrigue icon. So Martell player is definitely trying to prevent the Wardens of the West plot ability from making him discard 2 cards from hand.
Intrigue, eh?
The Martell player going really aggressive here.
Tyrion, 'cause that's pretty sick, though. Like, not a bad plan.
Is he gonna tears Tyrion? That's what I'm seeing coming here. He saved a gold. He's going heavy on the intrigue. He's removed intrigue icons to prevent the defense. But there still is a gold on his opponent's plot card, so definitely Hand's Judgment is possible here. If he does have that play. Does he declare Tickler or Marge's defenders?
Let it through.
Or does he save them and try to use them on the offense? If you can't stop it, you might as well just let it happen. And we have unopposed, and there's the tears on Tyrion.
Oh, you're doubly messed up, Tyrion. Okay, oh, you got one of my cards.
The Martell player retaliating and
Cool, here's
going for the eye for an eye play here and trying to take out the Tyrion on the other side of the board. So 2 tiers of list have been discarded. One from Heads on Spikes, one from Intrigue from the Lannister player's hand. So we've seen 2 of the Lannister players' tiers. So one more in that deck somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, what? He's got an awesome
I'm gonna do.
And that sucks if that was the only tiers in Simon's hand, because you know you'd want to do an Intrigue challenge on the offense to hit back and try to tier someone on the other side of the board. Right now, there isn't really any good targets due to Nymeria having an Intrigue icon, but next round maybe you could get that through.
Power challenge with tier hand. I get the money. I don't think it matters at all. It's not gonna matter. But anyway, then I'll do power. Power.
So we're doing things a little out of order here. Forgot Tyrion's gold.
2.
And it doesn't look like he's going to do the reaction to empty the hand.
Tyrion dies.
And we're at the end of the phase, I guess. And it looks like he's choosing to save the Tickler for dominance ability instead of using him for a military challenge.
It's all very like straightforward. It's like
I'm not sure that's the best play, but unless he's slamming a wildfire out next turn, then it kind of doesn't matter. But Arrow Hota tickled off the top of the deck. Not in play though, but at least he won't be. That copy of the card won't be up in Matt's hand for the next turn, unless he draws another one.
I need more cards. I have 2 cards in my hand. Nymeria is terrible.
So Lannister players up to 11 power from counting right, and the Martell player is only at 3.
But whatever, I don't care. I hope that card isn't gonna make me dead. Let's do.
I'm on a tough choice on plots here.
Sorry.
No, that's cool.
Tough choice here.
I understand.
So can House Martell here pull it back and get into this game? It looks like they have the board presence, but a Knight of Flowers, a Widow's Wail, and Marjorie out there, it's pretty tough with him gaining renown every round. It's too bad Nymeria couldn't steal 2 icons, but
I see her now, like she's a lot better than I first expected. It just seems like 5 for a. I mean, it's critical. There are certain characters that it's just like really terrible.
Down, yeah.
Well, that's a useless card. Useless. Whatever. Heads on spikes.
and we got another Heads on Spikes played.
Uh-oh.
And the Hound is grabbed, getting 2 more power for the Lannister player. And he's now at 13
Yeah.
against a Counting Coppers played on the Martell side to let him draw back up.
Good. So I'm gonna go first. Yes. Yeah. So you draw 3 then, right? I choose myself to be first player, right?
So the Lannister player is going first.
So I draw 2. So I get some money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 for a brothel madam.
And Brothel Madam hits the table.
And I will pass turn to
And
you.
that's all you can do. And he's going to sit on 2 gold. And the Martell player collects 2 gold. And we got a Milk of the Poppy on Knight of Flowers. That's just what you want to see to slow him down. Lose that renown, lose that ability. Still 7 strength though, but it's not going to be sucking power off you.
Turns earlier, that probably would
That renown keyword.
Actually, I don't think I can do it this turn unless something absolutely amazing happens. Let's see.
We have Edric Dane played, being reduced by the Blood Orange Grove duo down at the bottom there. And we have a gold saved that can be used to pay for his ability.
In reaction to your nonsense, no. However, at the start of the challenges phase, I will ask you to give me a money. Will you please give me a money to partake of my brothel?
Oh, you get to choose when that. Oh, I thought I just had to. That's even better than I thought.
Yeah, it's good. It's amazing because it's really good if you're a first player, because that means if they don't pay, then you know that like you go all out military because they're not coming for you. But if you're second player, then you play it after they've spent all their gold, and that's like crushing. It's why I was having you go first all the time. Which is, I'm not sure that worked out well for me, but whatever. You were always saving money.
Do I want to give you a gold?
You want to give me gold so you can do military challenges?
No, I don't.
So it looks like we've declined the brothel, madam,
She will take his
from the Martell side here.
Power icon. Touché.
And Knight of Flowers power icon stolen there by Namir, I think I heard.
So what do I got? 11, 12, 13. Oh, you're not paying me any money. That's not very nice.
So with the Lannister player going first, he's not sure what to do here. He doesn't want to go too aggressive. But at least he knows that military challenge shouldn't be coming back at him.
Oh, you're going to swing and get some power back. Well, I don't want that to happen.
That's the dream.
But basically, as a Martell player here, you're just looking to slow down this Lannister player who's 2 away from winning. At least he's lost the renown, but as long as you block the unopposed and try to make sure he doesn't win a power challenge, you're fine, and then you should be able to hit back, especially with Edric's stealth. And grab some unopposed, and Jamie's renown for military should be okay. But Knight of Flowers, if he's still got that military icon, he still has 7 strength and could be buffed by Marjorie, so Jamie getting his renown might be tough.
With my third Tears of Leaves that I somehow drew.
And there's the third Tears going to the discard pile from the Lannister player.
Look at that.
Man, that was.
And Nymeria is Tears.
And
That's a little rough. But
that is that. And I'm going to.
at least the unopposed is blocked by the Greenblood Trader, it looks like. Stop that power gain.
Power, right?
So looks like we have a power challenge with Marge for 3 strength. Does Nymeria just block that? I believe she has a power icon from the Knight of Flowers.
Oh wait, this is a bad move. Ha! I'm terrible. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13. Oh, still terrible.
Looks like we got a bear in the main fair and it's still in hand on the Lannister side.
Treachery would be so good. If only I could use it. Did I ever have it? No, I didn't.
Treachery would be really good. I'm going to oppose it. I'm deciding with
Good.
two.
So it looks like he's opposing, but he's not sure with who. Yeah, it looks like a full block with 4 from Nymeria. Seems like a smart play.
And
Seems to be able to poke back power challenges with the little Lannister Merchant or Desert Scavenger if necessary.
well, you just killed Nymeria probably, so not so good. I'm going to be done.
So looks like Lannister player stops there. Doesn't want to do the military challenge because he doesn't want Nymeria just chosen for claim when she's going to die anyway. But that might have been smart to do that. He would have got an unopposed power off that if the Martell player didn't want to use Jamie. And at least he puts the pressure on and makes him have to decide whether he wants to use Jamie or not. So here we go with the Desert Scavenger coming in. Power challenge unopposed. And that's going to take down a power off the Lannister player, bringing him down to 12. And the Martell player, is at 5.
Alright. 8. I have 9. That's a lot.
Oh, he's plus. Oh, shit. Yeah, I fucked up.
1 second. I'm gonna. I could do that, couldn't I? I have. She dies.
And it looks like that's the only challenges that are going to be done there on the Martell side. They're going to play a bear in the main fair
Do your deck.
before leaving the challenge phase, I guess.
Yes, I'll do that. 1, 2, 3.
And it looks like he's trying to set up the old tickler bear in the maiden fair combo there so he can tickle something that's in play.
Ah! Oh, that was harsh. All right, and then I'll tickle it after I get
So
done.
it looks like he didn't care about putting any on the bottom,
Put the poppy away.
but he did leave a Milk of the Poppy on the top there, and which tickled off the Milk of the Poppy off the Knight of Flowers. That's a juicy little play there, actually. I like that.
That was good. This combo to me is amazing.
Unreal. Yeah.
I've seen people play with only like one or none of these,
I was
and to
wondering
me
why
it's
there
like
was so much.
it's like obvious. It's like blah blah blah.
So that's an interesting way to remove attachments. I like that.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but whatever. Wildfire! I'll lose.
So we have Wildfire played on the Lannister side to a sneak attack on the Martell player's side. It looks like the Tickler is going to be killed.
He's dead. Well, one of them gets discarded though, and the other one gets dead. Is that right?
Yes.
And it looks like Green Blood Trader and a Lannister Merchant killed
All right,
on the Martell side.
You have initiative, so what do you want to do? I'm a dirty lucker.
So a Martell player chooses to go first. Is he going to try to push through some military 2-claim action there, using the stealth of Edric and Jamie standing? Oh, he's got the Dornish Paramore though. Is he going to try to do intrigue?
She's actually might be my favorite card in the whole core set, because like just the things you can do, like attack, force Tywin to block. That to me is amazing. The only thing is it works against the whole Martell thing. Seems to want to go second, right? And that would only work if you go first. All right, let's see.
And we have a Gaston Grey played.
Oh, does that return people to my hand?
Yeah.
Anyone?
So that's nice to see with the Knight of Flowers on the board.
But claim would go off first, right?
No, this would happen first.
Oh.
Just clarifying there which order that reaction would happen, if it's
I get some money. Get 5 money.
before or after claim, or if the Knight of Flowers there gets his renown. And yeah, that definitely happens first. Reactions first, then unopposed, bonuses, then claim, then keywords.
Okay, 2 for the Courtesan of the Rose.
So I have a Courtesan of the Rose played on the Lannister side.
And
These guys, military claim covered for sure. If it's military that Matt was going to decide on here, but
that is all I am playing.
most likely he's going to do power,
Pay me money?
I would think, but I don't think you can win it now.
Okay, no military challenges for you.
Edric's only one. Yeah.
Challenge, and Marjorie
It's
has
going to be an intrigue challenge. Marjorie's chosen to defend, which I find very strange.
Okay.
I find that a very strange choice.
Now she has to block.
Yeah.
But only if able, right?
Right.
So if I buff someone else, I can kneel her to buff someone else after you declare, and then she won't be able to block. Is that correct?
I don't think there's a window where she would. After Dornish Paramore declares an attacker, she's a character controlled by the defending player.
So yeah, they're just having that discussion. It's come up before where the Dornish Paramore is targeting Marjorie, but the Lannister player can just choose Marjorie, trigger her to buff someone else, and then defend with that other person, because Marjorie will no longer be able, because she'll be knelt, so she will not defend in the challenge. So it looks like they're just trying to quickly ask the judge here.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out what the ruling is on this. It's good to know, though. Yeah, there is an action window after. You're just Dornish Paramore, I believe, just picks a player, or picks a character, sorry, and that character has to be chosen to defend if able. But I mean, you still go through action windows before declaring defenders, so in that action window, you could use Marjorie to buff.
He's asking if I play this and force Marjorie to kneel, can he buff someone else and not make her? You know what I mean?
Doesn't actually
She's
force
not
her to kneel. It
able,
forces her
yeah.
to block. So he attacks with his Dornish Paramore, and as a reaction to attacking, declares that Marjorie must block if able.
Correct.
Do I have a window where I can kneel Marjorie and thus make her unable to block? Yes. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like we got the right ruling there.
So I'm going to.
Before you declare blockers.
Right. Of course, I don't know why I would do that really, because it would just tap out Word Evil. But you're going to win this challenge unless I do someone else. So I will. Something really exciting happens.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice. Maybe he's trying to protect himself from a put to the sword by kneeling Marge. But you could still buff Knight of Flowers right now. If that was the fear. So you can buff the Knight of Flowers to 10. And then come back, and Jamie can only defend with 5, but you could give Edric a military icon to prevent, and he could defend at 6, making only a defense of 4, so no put to the sword. So not sure what he's trying to do here. I'm not catching it. You guys might be seeing it and screaming at me right now, but yeah, it seems a little strange.
Brothel Madam, but also block with these two.
So it looks like Marjorie buffed up the Brothel Madam to 5, and Courtesan's going to join the party to make it 7.
So do you have anything?
So the whole board is knelt out here, except for Knight of Flowers.
Not for that challenge.
No.
I'm gonna give him a power icon.
Oh. Looks like we got some problems here. Edric was just given a power icon to do a challenge, but he can only do one challenge off sneak attack. It looks like they caught it, so they went back there. That's good.
The Knight of Flowers.
We've all done that once or twice, I'm sure. Get a little excited, especially when you're learning.
Yes, Greg? Right. So these are discarded?
I think that bounces back to your hand as well. One of those is discarded.
So I'm not sure what challenge was just done there, but
You do take one of my.
oh, it was a power challenge.
Okay. Oh, he can't be saved.
This can't be saved.
No.
Sorry. What do you mean?
So he goes back to your hand.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I
sorry,
did.
thought-
Yes, I had to put it back.
So Knight of Flowers does get popped by Gaston Grey, goes back to hand, so does the Widow's Wail. And the duplicates of Knight of Flowers falls off, goes to the discard pile, because it cannot be saved. The
So,
Knight of Flowers cannot be saved, leave in play there,
are we?
due to Gaston Grey's text.
And then you in dominance this time. Ooh. That was interesting.
And dominance taken by the Martell player.
I thought you might have Widow's Wail and you were going to do something crazy, but I was like,
Would have been crazy.
So looks like Lannister player is down to 11 power now. Martell player is at 5.
I could play you two at 1 and 2. We already played.
Yeah, so probably more likely you guys play.
So it would be the two of us and you somebody.
oh god.
And that's too bad. A noble cause played by Lannister player, which means Knight of Flowers is most likely coming back. Unless heads on spikes. Another heads on spikes. They're playing double heads on spikes in each deck.
Look at my eyes. That's
This is crazy. And it's Jamie going to the dead pile.
power. Nicely done.
Martell player goes up to 7 power,
Uh-oh. 7.
which I guess is still a good pull.
Well, uh-oh. I think the swing has swung in your favor.
But we know the Knight of Flowers can come right back out. You can get a Widow's Wail right back on him. Maybe he draws into Tywin too. And we see Tywin come out, and the possibility of a Widow's Wail on Tywin could be trouble. So Martell player going first here. King's Road played.
So one will be 2-1, one will be.
And then 3-0's play. Someone will be 4 down, one will be 2.
Oh, it's too bad. It looks like that's it. The Martell player could have saw an impactful character here. Could have kept the pressure going, but looks like he did not draw into one that he could afford, if one at all.
2-2-0s, 2-0-2s, and everybody else.
And we're over to the Lannister player for marshalling. And surprise, surprise, we got Knight of Flowers back on the table.
I don't know who the other 2 are.
2 more for the courtesan of the
And we have another courtesan in the rose plate.
And I pass. Do you want to pay me money? Yep. Fantastic. I love
So it
money.
looks like the brothel madam was paid for this round by the Martell player. So we can do a military challenge if you'd like, which is going to be with Jamie most likely right now.
Entry challenge and Marjorie has to.
Alright, so we got Dornish Paramore targeting Marge.
So we got start at 10:30-ish.
Is he trying to set up for a put to the sword? Which is why he didn't go for military right away. He is sitting on 2 gold. He didn't spend it on Edric. So he could be saving 2 for that put to the sword. He's trying to get Marjorie down. But if you're smart, I guess you just buff Knight of Flowers now.
Time limit. Is that maybe like, well, no, but you play
But I mean, you can still defend with Knight of Flowers and block the put to the sword unless Edric... I guess you can't put Edric in because you'd spend that money. Yeah.
So that would be like a 2-hour round.
well, yeah. But like,
3 strength is really
30
annoying.
minutes per game. So like if you have like a terrible draw, you're just not screwed. You don't like have a chance at it.
Matt pushing the tough choices on Simon here. 3 strength intrigue. Marjorie has to be declared as a defender if able, but he does have 2 courtesans of the rose and a brothel madam he can use in the challenge also.
No, he does it to me every time. Like I'll have like 5 cards in my hand. There's only 1 card I care about. And he gets it like every time.
And it looks like he will just defend with both and not use Marjorie's ability. So blocks with 5. After looking at his hand, he must have something good in there.
What?
Do you have any actions to play?
Not that I know of.
So we got military challenge with Jamie for 5.
Jamie.
Plus, then you have to compensate for the fact that you can't replay.
Alright. I will block with Knight of Flowers.
So Knight of the Flowers is blocking with 5. Are we going to see the Widow's Wail played to fully win? Yep, here it is.
Predictably.
Then like if it's your like best card and you dead pile, yeah.
And we have a Widow's Wail played on Jamie.
You were going to play anything first, right? That's just a timing thing because you have to play all your events before I play mine. Is that right?
Oh, we have an issue here.
Hey, if I pass on actions and then he plays something, I have another chance to react. Right?
Yes, Scott.
That's another good question.
So Simon's under the assumption that
If it says reaction, then yes.
No, like
if Matt passes on an action in the action window and Simon plays one, Matt no longer has a chance to do actions, but that's not true. It's until both players consecutively pass that it's closed.
What's your
Oh yeah,
question?
perfect. If I can do something after he does something, basically. Need Jim. He played a card and then I want to play. You know what I mean? Like I basically said I'm not going to play an action, and then he played one, and do I get another chance then to...
Yeah, do you get like a rebuttal at his...
Exactly.
I always thought it was like a minor disadvantage of being first player is that you have to do all your ambushes first. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely some good, it's good to know.
I don't know if I have my. Ah, no.
I got my rules.
What's the problem?
Oh yeah. So he played Widow's Wail. I'm first player. He played Widow's Wail. Do I then have a chance to play Widow's Wail?
Yeah, you just pass actions. Ambushing is just an action. All it is an action, so you just get turns passing back and forth.
So it's not.
So there's the sound of a beautiful voice coming in there for a rules answer.
1 and 1. And you can pass and you can do another one.
Sounds
then you
just
can do your
like
own.
me.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's until both players consecutively pass.
Gotcha.
Then you move on.
So yeah. So I was right, and that other guy who just jumped in there was also right. So yeah, both players can each take turns doing actions till you both consecutively pass. If I'm wrong, leave it below and let me know. But yeah. So Jamie wins the military. Claim his Courtesan the Rose,
To give him a power
and
action,
Jamie will get his renown.
and I'll do a power
And we got a power challenge, stealthing the Courtesan the Rose.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna pull
With
away
Edric.
from me? I think you might steal it away. I lose one.
Bringing the Martell player up to 10 power.
All right.
And it looks like the Lannister player is at 11. If I'm counting correctly there. 5, 10. Yeah, it looks like 11. So, Martell player with the comeback here. We will see if he can close it out, finish the whole way. And the Lannister player jumps up to 12, taking the Martell player down to 9. And we have an intrigue challenge of 2 with the Brothel Madam, blocked by Jamie for 7 power.
That is that. So I win dominance.
And dominance goes to the Lannisters, saving a gold on their plot card there.
close.
Alright, who's this? Ay, ay, ay. Game of Thrones.
Alright, Game of Thrones played on the Lannister side, and the Confiscation play on the Martell side, which gets rid of Widow's Wail on the Lannister players. Knight of Flowers. Goes to the discard pile. And looks like the Martell player's going first. Looks like he's got a Tears of Bliss in hand there. We saw a peek.
Yeah, I really blew it with that Gaston Grey thing.
That was rough.
I was just playing really badly. I totally forgot you had it, and then I was like, ah, it's too bad.
So, like I said in the last video of this series, I will have another video and then another one following that of this store championship, where are the finals. So this is the 3rd round of Swiss right here, and then I have another from the 4th round of Swiss, and then I have the finals match. We did do a cut to top 4, but I do not have the top 4 video recorded. I goofed up, I think, and did not hit record on that one. I was a little focused on playing, but yeah, that's my bad.
And
Alright, so we got a Cersei Lannister in play here for the Lannisters, which is great to see when you play Game of Thrones. The plot, that is. And the game, I guess.
that is going to be all for me. Do you want to give me your money so you can do military challenges?
Think about that.
That's an interesting interaction when you have the Brothel Madam out there and you tell your opponent to pay you for doing a military challenge. But when you're looking across a Game of Thrones, now you got to think, can I get the intrigue challenge through to even be able to do that military challenge at all? So is there even a point to paying? And the Martell player did save 4 gold, so he does have the money to do it and still has the money to play events most likely that he needs to.
Which card do you have?
But he could also be holding, is Arrow Hota 4 ambush or 5? I can't remember. I have a feeling it's 5, so that's out of the question. Maybe he has a hound. He could have a hound in hand.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
So I want to give you $1.
So we have a tight game here, going down to the wire. 13 power on the Lannister side. We have 9 on the Martell side.
Alright, you go first, right? I think we're both nervous and making mistakes.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
I mean, you made the sneak attack mistake. That was pretty bad. People do that all the time.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
I do it constantly. I know. Totally forget about that. I will give him an intrigue.
So Edric's getting an intrigue icon.
Do an intrigue challenge.
And somehow he went down to 2 gold left.
Marjorie has to participate.
Oh, I guess he did pay the Brothel Madam.
Interesting. Stealthing Cersei.
So Cersei's been stealthed. Intrigue challenge, Brothel Madam. He's likely selecting Marjorie again for the Dornish Paramours.
I will.
Dornish Paramour's ability there.
Doesn't he if you give him like wire or something?
Intriguing. Alright. Marjorie has to block. And.
So we got 4 strength in the intrigue on the Martell side. Marjorie could be used to buff the Brothel Madam to 5 and then block. No?
You do military. Yada 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 yada. Yeah, these 2 will block.
So it looks like we have a block with Marjorie and the Brothel Madam for 5.
Two-minute warning, guys.
Wait a second.
So they just got the 2-minute warning from the judge there. Oh, looks like Simon wants to go back on that. He doesn't want to defend with those characters, so he's going to rethink this. Now we know Matt's sitting on a Tears of Bliss. He just wants to get that.
My hand is really good.
Oh, here we go. He did. No. What's he doing?
Ah!
Yeah, we do have a Tears. We do have a Tears on the Night of Flowers.
Night of Flowers.
I thought he was going to miss that chance there, but it happened.
Oh, wait a second. Ah! I can cancel it.
So Hands of Judgment played.
I can't cancel that, can I? I can
You
cancel
can,
that?
yeah. You can cancel it.
And Hands of Judgment played on the other side to cancel Hands of Judgment.
Alright.
So the Tears is going through. Night of Flowers is going to bite it.
Alright, so that is that. Do you want to do something else?
I do. I'll do a military challenge.
Military
So
challenge.
military challenge with Jamie.
Unopposed. I will lose archery.
So Lannister player still sitting at 13. I mean, a Knight of Flowers on a power challenge is just going to win the game with Renown and the power claim. But he has to win an intrigue first, which looks like it's going to happen. And then Matt's going for the power challenge with the Desert Scavenger. Not sure why. I mean, even if you take a power away, he's just now got rid of an icon on the board that would have blocked an unopposed.
Okay, so that is time in the round.
But,
Do we finish the turn?
okay, so that's the time. They're going to finish the round here.
Unopposed.
So that's unopposed. That takes a power.
Sorry, not trying to. It's just really
No, this color's like.
So 12 power on the Martell side.
crazy. I think I might be able to do it. But yeah, all right. I have to start with intrigue. So intrigue.
Yeah, he's going intrigue all in with Brothel Madam, Courtesan, Cersei.
Unopposed. Okay.
Oh wait, I have Jane. That's for Dolores.
I think he's got to put Jamie in no matter what. Nope, he's not.
Get them both because they're Susie. Oh right. Yeah.
So Hota
Power.
was grabbed there for one of the cards for claim.
Power challenge.
You got it.
And that's game. So a full win there on Simon's part. He pushed it through there with the time running out. And he takes it with Lannister Banner of the Rose. So make sure you guys watch the next one. It's coming up. Hit subscribe, hit like, and stay tuned to the channel. We got more Game of Thrones The Card Game 2nd Edition coming up from Millennium Games in Rochester, New York. And yeah, we got live streams coming up on the channel too. So make sure you guys stick around. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.